All right. Uncle Ed back with the autographs you've really been looking forward to see. Um, with the pile I got for this show, I'm gonna have to break this up into about 3 videos because I don't want to dilute everything or just make these videos too long. I just want to blow through them, and I got a fair amount to show you. Uh, First up, I know this gentleman as the chairman on Iron Chef America. Mark Damascus. He's was in a lot of American type of kung fu movies in the day, but and when I met him, sweetheart of a guy, real nice, real thankful, real gracious with the fans. He only had one photograph that I wanted, and I wanted it badly. And we were talking now about how envious I was of all the food from all the chefs that he got to eat. And he was saying it was all delicious. He goes, you would not believe it. He was he was thankful he got that gift. So from Iron Chef America, Mark Damascus, and he signed it Ale Cuisine, his name, and the chairman. Really, really nice guy. Next up is what you would call a Hollywood icon. Um, Still gorgeous. Um, this was the last one of this photograph she had on her table. Um, but she was great. Short, real short, but she was great. Barbara Hershey. To Ed, thanks. This picture, in my opinion, was very hot. Had to get it. Next up, I have a few of the man who created Freddy Krueger's glove. This is the man you could thank for Freddy Krueger's glove, Jimmy Doyle. So I had to get a couple pictures from him. I like this one because it shows the schematics and design and everything of Freddy's glove. Had to have that. Had to have that. But I also wanted a photo where he was in, and this is from Nightmare on Elm Street, when Heather Langenkamp was in the bathtub and the gloved hand came out. Well, that was Jimmy who did it. And this is a shot, instead of where you would normally see it from Heather's point of view, I got it from the opposite way. Very cool. Very, very cool. Kind of a behind the scenes little deal. Next up from the Monster Squad, to Ed. Well, Steve, but he doesn't count. She was Sister Patricia. Lisa Fuller from Monster Squad. Remember that scene when they were all checking her out through the window? Naughty, naughty boys. Next up, we have Tony Soprano's favorite daughter. That's right. Jamie Lynn Sigler. And it's just signed to Ed. Which is like, I try to, I don't want the guests to feel obligated to write shit or anything. I tell them you can write whatever you want. You can make it to Ed. You can make it to Dice. You can make it to asshole for all I care. Well, the lovely Drea de Matteo decided to write, Dear Ed, you are definitely not an asshole. Come on. I had to get another draft because I thought I had two, but I didn't because I sent my buddy, sure a lot of you fuckers out there are giving them grief, Mike Tapp, the angry unboxing nerd. I'm like, oh well, but she was there. With a lot of guests this show, I didn't have my picture taken with them because, one, I don't want to take up too much of their time because there are people there who are buying shit. So I'm all about these people making money. Do it. Go get as much fucking money as you can. And two, I was extremely busy. But this man, he's been at the show at least 2 other times. And each time I fuck up and not get him. This show, I caught him at the right time for both of us. To Ed, thank you for the show. Toga, Tim Matheson. Very, very nice guy. We talked probably for about 15, 20 minutes. He was in the Marine Corps. He was a reservist, and he was stationed out of California. But we just talked about all kinds of shit. Really great guy. Had a great time talking to him. Next is Richard Young, Fedora. You lust today, kid, but that doesn't mean you have to like it. This is one of those guests that goes above and beyond to satisfy people. I didn't ask him to write anything. All I did, he wasn't at his table. I picked it out, and the guy that was working for Josh, who was working his table, I'm sorry I can't remember his name. He's a fucking Eagles fan anyway. He got it all taken care of. Now, granted, with Richard, we were out to dinner on Saturday night, since we missed Sunday night. But we went out to dinner on Saturday night. We were shooting the shit all night. He was invited to come to the room for some alcoholic beverages, but he was beat. I'm like, okay, cool. And last but not least, for this round, we have Mark Holton. That's right. Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He also played John Wayne Gacy in the film Gacy, and he was Chubby in Teen Wolf. Very cool dude. Very down to earth. We're friends on, what do you call it? Instagram. Mark, if you happen to see this, I already got the cigars picked out for you. I told you I'll send you. I'll message you to get your address so you can send it to me so I can send this stuff to you. And I also need to know your shirt size because I think I might have a shirt for you as well. So that wraps this one up. Maybe it's time to do another video after this so I can get these and I'm going to put them out like one a day until I run out of Chiller Hall. Then I can go back to the ones I have in the queue. Peace!